receive the stream. We're live.
We're actually on.
Yes.
All right. Well, welcome back, family. Well, actually, it's just me and Greg at the moment because we didn't put this up in advance. But I know that some of you guys are going to be watching this on the rerun. We're on reruns now. Syndication coming soon. Well, welcome back, family. Thanks for joining yet again here at Ohana Comics. It's Saturday night, and we're talking comics. What the heck?
Yeah, we're really cool. We're Saturday night. Comics live stream.
So I know you wanted to ask me a question, and we did not discuss this in advance.
I assume that's why you didn't say anything.
You stalker, you.
Hey, it's my server. I see what happens.
Okay, I just didn't know you had alert security breach going off.
I don't. I was doing some maintenance. I had put some new stuff in, and I could scan. I knew I needed to scan it, and then it said three streams, and I was like, 3? Wow, okay, that's a lot. And I saw you.
What did I watch?
Huh?
I know I watched Morpheus, but I watched something else too. Morbius. Morpheus. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. What's the Jumanji second level?
I need to watch those two newer ones.
You didn't watch either one?
No.
Man.
I just don't have a lot of time, man.
I watched it just for Karen Gillian.
Nebula.
Yep. She's a lot prettier with red hair and no makeup.
Yeah. Yeah. No blue makeup.
But did I say a specific color? I thought you said no makeup.
Well, you did, but I was just saying, like, I'm sure she's got loads of makeup on in the movie.
Gotcha.
Like, normal makeup.
I didn't know if I accidentally said, like, no purple or no green or...
Oh, no, you did great.
For a change.
I'm hoping Tiago gets on here.
Yeah, right? We gotta have somebody.
And was it David from New Zealand? Was that his name?
I believe so. I'm trying to see... How do I watch this? This is a live stream.
It's a live stream.
How do I see it? Maybe if I refresh it.
You go to YouTube.
Oh. Usually I can see it. Oh. I can do it from my studio page.
Huh? We have one.
We have one. No, I'm not in it yet. I can't. It's you.
Someone? No, I'm not in it. Someone's watching.
Well, hello. I can't get in it. There's usually a play button on my YouTube screen. On my YouTube studio screen.
I got the notification that we're live. And I'm watching it live.
Okay. Well, I'm still working on it.
Oh, we lost a viewer. Darn. 40 seconds. The lag is real low today, though.
It depends upon who. Let's see.
I'm talking like 10 seconds, maybe max.
Yeah, I agree. But I better mute it so I don't hear it.
That's right.
There we go. I can hear just us. Okay, so talking about more Morbius. God, I can't get it right.
All right.
Shut up.
You're the king of combating, you're not the king. We both are anti-brigading with 0 stars for stuff we don't love, right? Like with Ms. Marvel. How does Morbius... Does it deserve all the 0 and 1 stars? Yeah?
I liked it.
Okay.
I thought the end credits were stupid.
Okay.
But overall, I liked the movie. I liked the special effects. I thought the storyline was plausible. I thought that they stole a few scenes from Batman movies, and you can almost hear Batman soundtrack in the background. And I didn't think that Jared Leto was the train wreck everybody says he is. It really was not that bad. My biggest complaint is the end credits.
Okay.
I mean, Michael Keaton, he somehow came through and didn't get put back when everybody forgot who Spider-Man was. Okay, and he wound up in a cell. I don't know why, but okay. So somebody winds up in a cell and they say, "Oh, we don't know who you are, just let him go."
Uh-huh.
And then how did he get not only all the tech to make the Vulture costume, but the knowledge on how to do it without his tech guy to put it together?
I need to watch it, apparently. I don't know.
I thought you said you watched it already.
No, I haven't.
Oh, then I need to shut up. Why are you asking me what I thought of the movie?
Well, I'm curious. I know everybody hated it, so.
No, it really was. It's not. After Infinity War and No Way Home and Endgame and Civil War and Black Panther, we're holding these movies to such a high standard. We can't just sit back and be entertained. I mean, I'm hearing a lot of people the previews for the world premiere of Thor, Love and Thunder were good, and now I'm seeing a lot of reviews saying it's hokey, it's corny, and I'm like,
I saw that too.
Did hokey and corny? Isn't that kind of what the first three movies were? It's a comic book. This is not a documentary on Patton.
I was gonna say, this is not Shawshank Redemption or something.
Yeah. I mean, the last movie you loved, and let's do Get Help. I hate Get Help. You love Get Help. Don't you remember when I turned him into a snake? Ah!
So, let me pose it this way. Would you rather watch Morbius or the non-first episodes of Ms. Marvel?
I'm trying to find any movie or any video or anything that I would rather watch other than Ms. Marvel. Yeah, that's an unfair competition. Ms. Marvel is a dumpster fire train wreck. I hate it. I don't think it's a 1, but I mean, it's 3 or 4 right now on a scale of 1 to 10 for me as a whole.
And Morbius would be somewhere around 5,
7,
6?
7. I'd give it I actually enjoyed it. I may watch it again.
All right.
I mean, definitely better than okay, here we go. In the last year, I liked it better than Black Widow. I liked it definitely better than Eternals. I liked it better than Carnage.
Wow. Okay. All right.
I mean, overall, I thought it was a decent movie with a decent storyline. So
why were people hating on it?
Again, I think that we're going in with this super high expectation of what is to be there, and it's not fair. And we have now 3 watching. I'm 1, you're 2. Who's the third person watching right now?
I'm not.
Come on, man, throw something in the chat so we can say hi.
I'm not watching anymore.
Now it says 4 watching now.
Tiago, is that you?
I don't know. 5 watching now.
Oh. Just keep saying the numbers. They'll keep going up.
3, or no, went right back down to 3. Shop for Comics. How's it going? First words in the chat. How's it going, buddy?
What up?
Yeah, prior to us going with the live stream, I was on the Sands Collectibles group live auction watching, and the first auction was a Miss Marvel comic, and I'm like, oh no.
Too soon.
Yeah, and they were praising the accolades of how wonderful and cultural the show is. I'm like, it's like watching the History Channel, man. Okay, I have no problem with getting culture out of a show, but if I want it to be 80% culture, 90% culture, I'm not tuning into a Disney MCU TV show.
Yes.
So it's like, you don't mind a little bit of humor in a horror story, but when the entire thing is comedy, then it's directed by there's like with Bruce Campbell or something. Yeah. Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
One watching now.
Shop, did you see Morbius? And what did you think? Was it as bad as everybody thought it was? Curious.
I think everybody's seen Morbius. It's kind of like the Spice Girls album. Nobody wants to admit it. Yeah, Spice Girls sold 6 million albums, but I've never met anybody that admitted to owning one.
Well, I haven't owned a Spice Girl album. I did own the first NSYNC album. Oh,
He has not seen Morbius or Thor yet.
okay. Me and Shop are in the same boat.
I did not go to Thor this weekend, obviously. It wasn't for a lack of caring about Thor. It's just that I had other things going on in my life I had to tend to.
Fair.
So, just got done with, a little while ago with the first panel experience with Brian LCS with a Spidey cover battle.
Oh, cool.
First panel experience with a Brian LCS.
With Brian, local comic shop. With a
Spidey cover battle. Were you guys, was that like comic gories or something? What were you doing? Was that on John's Comic with Kids? And am I missing it? I have no clue. Hopefully the answer will come decently quick because our delay is only like 10 seconds.
First time I was on a panel. Cool.
But was this like on YouTube or Instagram or actually in person? What kind of a panel were you on? You getting ready to send any books off anytime soon?
So I sent 3 books off to CGC because I'm done with CBCS because they pissed me off.
And then next time CGC pisses you off, you'll go back to CBCS, right?
I don't think so, man. They're charging way too much they're charging $50 for fast track grading. It's just too much. It used to be 36.
Well, good. Maybe with less people going up fast track, my regular books will actually have a chance to get graded.
Meh.
Brian LCS is a YouTube channel and asked to bring some Spidey books to battle with. I'll have to look into this. That looks fun.
Oh.
I mean, I got a few good Spidey books I could battle with.
Yeah, you got your what is it? 49?
50, 51.
Those are the ones, yeah.
Got 2 copies Ultimate Fallout 4.
Well, three copies.
3.
Well,
I'm talking about the first print.
Also, it's not yours. It's the giveaway owner.
No, I have 2 copies of the first print and 1 copy of the Pacelli 9.8. The 9.6 is a giveaway. It's not even on my cover price page.
It's not real.
Nope. I do have 1 copy of Amazing Spider-Man 210 that I get to keep myself. It was fun. He wanted to celebrate Spidey's 60 years. That sounds like a lot of fun. I'm going to have to go back and watch that and say, don't tell me how you did. I want to, be surprised. I see you win, kick his butt. Spidey 316, first full cover appearance of Venom. 252, Secret Wars number 8. I got some good Spidey books. First appearance of Norman Osborn. First appearance of Mary Jane Watson.
Just PP for this one, he said.
We had so no Miles Morales. All right, well that knocks out a few books, but I can still have some good ones. Long time ago, my first collection, the first one that got stolen, I had ASM 7 and 9. I missed out those 2 books.
Why did it get stolen? Who stole it?
If I knew, it would be back in my collection, in my possession,
Oh.
and there would be another mound of dirt somewhere.
Okay. So going back to our earlier conversation, sorry. Before you talk about who you're going to murder.
I don't know who I'm going to murder. That's the point.
Yeah, that's true. There's 528 of the main cover A of Captain Carter in CGC, 9/8.
That's a lot less than I thought it would be by this point.
No,
sorry, got
no,
you.
You're good.
Wait, Rob.
There's no.
Rob Fat Stack. Okay, Chris the Comic Vet, Matt Spidey, Free Kick, me and Brian. Sorry, got you derailed. That's the whole purpose of a live stream shop. You're allowed to get us derailed and talking about comics, and we can always come back to the other topic. Yeah. So don't worry about that.
There's no rail. We're floating in either.
We have been separated from our, the ancient one whacked us in the chest. We're just floating around.
Right. And what's the one you've got? The old time one?
The old time, I think it's the 1 in 25.
Is that the Pacelli, Shavli? Uh,
Uh,
I can't stand.
Marika Cresta art. It says vintage cover.
I shall do the research. I hate when CGC just says variant cover.
And over there it says vintage cover. In the middle it says variant cover. And it doesn't say anything.
Marvel Studios Animation 125. So that must be just variant.
I don't think there was any other variant that I can think of.
There's a shit ton. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 others other than the cover A and your cover.
Are you on cover price?
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just going to call it, I think it's just a variant. So there's 187 of those at 9.8.
Well, that's not terrible. One of 187, I'm happy with that. Oh, yeah, I'm getting a nice little stack of books. I try to send 10 moderns off at a time for two reasons. One, it cuts down on the cost out of my...
See you, dude. No worry, shop.
Not a problem. Hope everything works out okay. One, to cut down on the cost of my bank account, and two, so if I break it up and send it a little bit more often, I have more unboxing videos to show to people.
Yeah.
So right now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 books in my stack here. I want to pick 10 to send out.
Okay. Shall we do that?
What I'm leaning towards right now is I think I'm going to finally break down and get myself a facsimile comic graded like my mentor over here.
2 of the 3 that I sent in were Fantastic Four #1s. Facsimiles.
But this one is a little bit... This one's 2017, right? I believe.
Yeah, that was the Loot Crate one, right?
Yep. And that one was actually going for a decent price. Mm-hmm. This, I think, could get an 8 to an 8.5. It's a Star Wars 39. First one from The Empire Strikes Back.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to continue getting that collection put together. I did pick up a really nice copy of X-Men Adventures #1.
All right. My boy right there on the cover.
Cyclops?
Yep.
Okay. Much as I don't want to admit it. Careful. And I know it'll die down by the time I get it back, but...
Show the price. Oh, you didn't.
No, I didn't buy it. Well, obviously I did buy it, but a long, long time ago.
Oh, okay.
I think this came in like a package deal or something. It was just stuck in there. Just the last couple of shows I was at, I had this for sale. I was taking off my price sticker, and nobody bought it. But it's first appearance of Red Dagger.
Oh, we saw him. He's a boyfriend.
Got 3 copies, which if I send one, I'm sending all 3, and I know you're going to be telling me to send them.
Nice. Second print.
Second prints, yep. Got a Spider-Man 2099.
Nice. That's like slowly simmering upwards.
Up and down, up and down. I think if I get this back in 2 months before the Spider-Verse, it might work okay. Third appearance of the... Well, second appearance of the character... Whatever. Spectacular Spider-Man, #100. First cover appearance of Spot.
That's the first cover appearance? I thought it was the yellow one.
98, I think, is the first appearance of the person. 99 is the first appearance of the character. And I think 100 is the first cover appearance. I think that's what it was.
That was the breakdown.
I think. I know you're typing. I can hear.
No, I'm the crack research team. Okay, so 99 was the second appearance and first cover.
Okay.
You have
So this is the
you
third
you
appearance.
have the its stats are it's a milestone issue and it's a cover art featuring Spot. So I guess it's the second cover appearance of Spot.
Whatever. How are the prices on the grades on that? I mean, if I only get a 9.4 on it, what am I looking at? Yeah, $32. So that might not be the one I send because that won't even pay for the cost of the grading.
Yeah, that's kind of how you have to do it, right?
Yep. Another one I have here is first appearance of Quinlan Voss.
Oh, that's some speculation there.
Hey, we might get a Riva and Quinlan Voss show. Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters #3. Now, I know this was a variant edition that had a low print, but I can't remember much about it. Remember, I put it off to the side because it was very low print.
War of the Bounty Hunters.
Yeah.
That's those are the I have #1 signed twice by that guy.
Cool.
War of the Bounty Hunters. What number is it?
3.
Oh, it's not considered a key issue apparently. So let's.
Do.
Okay, you've got the Declan Shalvey. Oh, it's the 1 in 50. Nice.
Oh, there you go.
$32 raw.
That's not bad.
I don't see any graded info.
I can have the first one. Yeah. So, I mean, that's why I put that over there.
Let me look up the census. War of the Bounty Hunters. And there's going to be a billion.
Yeah, of course there is.
Just because there's titles that... Okay, here we go. I guess there was a second print of it, but let's see. Action figure...
Declan Shalvey?
Yeah.
Is he... Okay.
Knock, Shavley. 8 9/8.
All right. Well, I mean, it's a possibility. The Star Wars X-Wing Rogue Squadron #1. This has gone up a little bit. It's come back down again.
What is it?
Star Wars X-Wing Rogue Squadron, the #1, the Rebel Opposition.
Yeah, but is it off the top of your head? Do you know if there's anything special about it?
It might be the first appearance of.
Wedge Antilles is a combat-hardened X-Wing pilot, one of the only flyers to survive the missions against both Death Stars. December 2020, a Rogue Squadron Disney Plus series is confirmed, and Patty Jenkins is directing.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So suck
I
on
don't
that.
have a newsstand. I don't think. No, I don't have a newsstand. And 9.8 sales. Anywhere between, what's the last one? 125 for the last 9.8. No, 111. And 82, 125, 125.
Eesh.
Yeah, exactly. That is, and you know what? No, I can tell you right now, this is not a 9.8.
Well, then don't send it.
No, because I can see that big corner crunch in it. That one comes out. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And I say, I've got a big corner crunch on it. Uh-oh, who do we have here? Brandon Looney Tunes fan
2000.
What's up, Doc? How you doing, sir? Welcome to the live stream. Hey, you've asked a couple times in chat, in the comments, what my favorite character is, and both times I said it was Slowpoke Rodriguez.
Slowpoke Rodriguez.
Do you have any interest or follow any of the Strange comics?
I got the first couple issues, I think.
That's the one
I have. Yeah.
2 copies. They also have the 1 in 25.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So that was the next question: are any of those worth sending in? When I have books that I think are potential to be sent in, I don't even bother putting them in. I put them in a separate area. I'm actually gonna beat you this time. Ha ha. Do 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 do. 13 variants. So the regular cover A, which is right there, is 42, 45
You looking at?
cover price. The art germ, I'm talking about 9.8 prices.
The
art germ, thank you, 64. And where's the 1 in 25? There you go. Mahmoud Asrar.
Mm-hmm.
Asrar.
Mm-hmm.
1337 for a raw comic and no sales for 9.8. So I think I'll keep the regular issue ones and send in the 1 in 25.
Probably smart.
I'm slowly getting this down to a 10 book lot. If it's 11, I'll let it slip through.
Yeah, you got to. You got to be flexible. And
So,
what's up, Doc?
I've got the What If Planet Hulk. That one has the first appearance of Scar.
Skiaar. Brandon Looney Tunes fan 2000. What is your favorite comic book character?
There's a very good question.
Please, and it can't be like Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite non-main character? How about that?
Non-main character? Okay.
Yeah.
So it can't be like Batman or whatever.
In Looney Tunes.
Oh.
Although, if any comic book character belongs in Looney Tunes, it's probably Green Lantern.
Eat my So there's actually a really great crossover that they did a few years ago, DC and Looney Tunes.
Right.
The books are really good stories, especially the Batman Elmer Fudd team up.
Oh God!
Let me pull up a panel and show you how fucking good it is.
Batman, I think that light is red up there. So, and the last one, I got to look this one up because I don't remember why I even pulled it out. Is that's right, yeah, Secret Wars #1, but this is the version that everybody thinks is going to become.
Oh, okay.
What is it? The 2015 run or something like that?
Yeah, that sounds right.
So let's take one more look here. We have SECRET, Secret Wars #1. La la la. My fireballs are starting to kick in. Hallelujah. No, not regular series. They're going to be limited series. There we go. It's 2015. 48 variants to this book.
Jeez. I didn't know they did that many back then.
Why anybody would want to, I don't have a clue. $229 is fair market value for 9.8, and it's $12.90 for regular. All right, so in case it doesn't, it goes to a 9.6. 9.6s are selling for 51.
Can you see that? Can you see this?
Yeah. Jeez, I like it.
It's like very dark. It's really
it is.
It's done really well. Here's another
panel
example of the.
Who's the third person there?
I can't remember. It's been over a year since I've.
1, 2, 3.
Suffering Thuckatash.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 books. 12 puts us over by 2.
So, did we go through them all?
Yep.
Already? Oh.
Which 2 books do I want to take out? I got Secret Wars, I got Planet Hulk, Strange 1 in 25, The War of the Bounty Hunters 1 in 50, first appearance of Quinlan Voss, first appearance of Spider-Man 2099, 3 copies of Grimm, #1, second print, first appearance of Red Dagger, X-Men Adventures #1, Star Wars #39, and Action Comics #1 facsimile. That's actually a decent. I'm going to leave it as 12 books.
I was gonna say if I had to get rid of one, it would probably be
War of the Bounty Hunters.
N-
I was guessing.
no. I was gonna say probably X-Men.
The X-Men Adventures, really, with the TV series coming out?
I mean, I guess that's the one the market decided was popular.
I mean, da 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 da.
I mean, there's plenty of covers like that though. Like, I don't understand why that one got so popular.
Because that was the one from the TV series.
They're all from the like. I have a Jim Lee cover, X-Men 11. That's the exact same lineup. I don't understand why that one's so popular.
But this one even says on it, from the TV series.
Okay, I guess that's why.
It's the TV series.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's because that's what the market dictates. I don't know.
That's what I was saying.
It's like, but why did he do that? Because that's what's in the script. That's what you tell me all the time, right? I think our lag is getting longer on the live stream. You notice that?
No, because I'm not watching. I'm just performing, concentrating on the product.
Well, I'm trying
putting
to
out
watch
the
the
product.
chat, which hasn't moved at all. But see if I can do that.
Brandon Looney Tunes Fan 2000. Do you copy?
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, this is the X-Men cover that I'm contemplating sending to get signed by Jim Lee.
If I can get any X-Men cover signed by Jim Lee, it's the one with Black Widow. No, that's Captain America, though, isn't it?
Captain America, Black
Wolverine.
Widow, and Wolverine.
Yeah,
I don't have that book, so.
yeah. So Jim Lee's doing a signing?
Yeah.
That book has got to be exploding right now. Jeez.
His signing's fucking expensive.
Is it worse than Ewan McGregor?
No, but it's the most expensive I've seen for like a regular comic book person.
Or like more than McFarlane or somebody? How much is he asking? There you go.
Let me pull it up. I don't remember. I'm sorry.
You're supposed to be Data, remember?
110.
It's not as bad as I thought, but it is high.
It's as high as I've seen since I've been watching CGC signings.
Yeah.
And that aren't just like Hollywood stars.
Yeah, no, I mean, usually artists are more like the 60, 70...
Even 80.
Yeah, 80 range.
I think like James Tinian was 80, or Tynion, however you say it.
Tiny Onion.
Yeah, I love that he ran with that to make it his club.
Yeah, if it makes him happy. So now I got three different boxes I got to send off to CGC. One is the modern submission. One, I still haven't sent off that silver submission because I really wanted to wait until I saw some movement on my oldest economy before I sent in the next economy. But it's stalled there, and I think they really still are at 1 year.
Let's see where I can't believe it. The very first comic I ever submitted for anything was CBCS Justice League of America from 1968, number 64, which is the first appearance of Red Tornado.
Okay.
And I did pressing and grading, but no fast track. And I submitted that August 12th of last year. And it's been processing forever.
August 12th of last year.
Yeah, we're almost.
Okay.
I can't believe we're almost in a year. One more month.
With pressing at CBCS.
I'm pretty sure. Let's see.
If you got pressing also, you're not getting that back for at least another year. The delay for pressing alone is over a year with them.
I wish I knew that at the beginning.
That's how I felt before I submitted everything without spending an extra $5 for fast track.
Let's see. And then I did. Yeah, I did another book in October, and it's still sitting there. God, waste of fucking time and money.
Yeah, I've got two books coming back right now from CGC. One is the X-Men 266,
the fixed one.
I don't know. I honestly don't know because I open up the description on it, the certification,
Yeah,
and it says grade, nothing listed.
but it's shipped.
It's shipped.
Oh, interesting. I wonder if
Um,
that's how they do reholders.
this isn't a reholder. This is a fixed mechanical error.
Fix what?
Mechanical error.
What's mechanical about it?
That's what they call it.
Oh, um,
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, it shows certification number, title, Uncanny X-Men, issue 266, issue date, issue year, publisher, grade date, modern grade category, artists, comments, grader notes, unavailable, but it says grade and it's blank,
hmm.
and it does not say anything in the key comments as partial or insert. However, they did ship it back, and I do not have a charge to my credit card. So that's good, I think.
Maybe they comped it.
Well, they were only supposed to charge me if I was wrong.
Okay, so I guess you were right for once.
Yeah. Wait. Hey.
I'm excited. It's my Marv Wolfman and Jim Starlin books have moved to scheduled for grading. I think.
Okay, I'm covering up the grades here. I have 10 books on the way back right now, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 copies of Serial number 1.
Serial.
Yeah. 1 copy of Star Wars number 56, 1 Death of Doctor Strange Bloodstone number 1, Death of Doctor Strange Bloodstone variant number 1, another copy of Captain Carter number 1, the regular, and the Spider-Man 93 Gleason variant. Now I'm going to close that screen. There we go.
I don't know Serial.
Yeah, like Lucky Charms, Cocoa Puffs.
No.
I mean, I'm not somebody who eats breakfast too much myself, but you seeing it yet or no?
Yeah, looks fucking. What is it? Caravan Black Abstract Studios, whatever. They're always doing this horror shit.
Yep.
Not.
It's got a description of it at all or no?
Not about that life. Zoe's been 10 years old for 50 years. Most of her life has been spent on the run fighting the demon that lived within her, kept her young, and turned her into a serial killer. Now free of the demon, Zoe discovers her childhood friend is the latest victim in a string of murders. Determined to put an end to the reign of terror, Zoe uses her own deadly skills to stalk the predator and avenge her fallen friend. Serial is Terry Moore's new series featuring Zoe, the irrepressible star of Rachel Rising and 5 Years. Don't miss the premiere issue of her solo series.
And I see on the last, they only have raw copy sales 25, 28, 20, and 30.
Wow, I wonder
As
why.
the last 3 sales. And I had 5 copies.
Why?
Why?
No, like, why is it expensive? I don't understand.
It wasn't highly printed, and I liked the storyline when it first came out, and I got 5 copies of it when it first came out.
Not why you have 5 copies, just why is it so expensive? But I guess you said it's a low print.
I don't know if it got optioned or not, though.
It's only 10. It's a miniseries. It's only 10 issues.
Yeah. It could be made into a movie for that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I wasn't. I was just. That was unrelated to you asking about it being optioned. Let me see.
I should look at the resources, census, Serial 1, Cocoa Puffs, no, Abstract Studios. There we go. There are 65 9.8s.
I don't see anything about it being optioned.
There is a second print. There's only 12 second prints.
Oh, there's gonna be a Captain America 4. That's cool.
Yes.
Marvel has tapped filmmaker Julius Ona of the Cloverdale Paradox?
Paradox. Yeah,
I don't know.
I saw that video. I wasn't crazy about that.
Never heard of it.
I didn't think the movie was that great, and and whichever. I hope that the person does a better job with that than they did with Cloverfield Paradox. That was like the third part of the Cloverfield thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anybody selling a 9.8. Yeah,
Oh, cool.
no, that's the second printing.
Maybe I'll spec the shit out of this movie then.
What's that?
The Captain America 4.
Oh, okay. I know what you're. You want to see who you think is going to be in it?
Well, obviously it's going to be the new Sam Wilson, right?
Yes.
So, and I got my Captain America 354 up there. So let's see. Cool. All right.
I do not see any copies of serial number 1 in a 9.8 on eBay. They have just 2 second prints, but no first prints. Interesting.
Well, la di da.
I'm going to dominate the market.
You
baby.
are. Corner it. It's your niche.
A first print just sold on June 20th. 130.
Wow.
Yeah. That's cool. I got 5 copies. I should have hit a couple of them. And I got them all for, what was it, $4 or $5 each?
Mm.
So what do you have coming up on the horizon?
Along with those Fantastic Fours, I sent a third book, Amazing Fantasy 15. Because that'll get some serious cash if it's a 9.8. Facsimile.
Yeah.
Sorry, you would have fucking known by now.
Dude, if you had an actual Amazing Fantasy 15 that could possibly get a 9.8,
Oh,
that better be in a safe deposit box.
life changing.
Yeah.
Um,
For you and future generations.
yeah.
Jeez.
I've really kind of curtailed my my sending off because I can't do the book by book pre-screen anymore because I'm not going through CBCS anymore.
Because of the increase in price?
Yeah.
I mean, you can still do 1 or 2 books at a time, but you're not splitting up the cost of the shipping at that point, though.
Right. It's kind of like a, I don't know, tightrope walk for that. So
Yeah.
I want to get my Thunderbolts re-attempted because I don't think it's as bad as a 6.5, man. It's low as shit.
I received 2 messages today. One from Mr. Greg Smith. He received
All right.
his prize package from the Obi-Wan series. He was very happy about that. And 2 was Jason Doyle. I pressed some comic books for him. He asked me if I would press some books. And I'm not comfortable pressing books from other people because if I mess up my own books, I mess up my own books.
Yeah.
So be it.
Yeah.
But if I mess up books for somebody else, it makes me very nervous.
Yeah.
So he told me that he received them, and I replied back, "Are you satisfied with with the condition?" And that was a few hours ago, and he hasn't replied.
Oh, you suck.
I know. I'm so nervous now. I'll be back in a minute.
Go call Jason Doyle.
No, I'm not gonna.
Thunderbolts, number 1.
Rub salt in the wound. Why don't I? Right?
I don't know what he said, but
I said I would just call him so I could rub salt in the wound.
oh yeah. Can you speak into the microphone, Jason? And well, I guess you would just hold the phone up to the microphone.
He's not there.
No, actually, let me look up the grader's notes for this piece of crap.
You had excessive fingerprints, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah.
That was one of the things that was wrong with
Which
it.
is hilarious because
that you can get off easily with the jeweler's cloth.
I just don't see any Fingerprints. I don't know what he's talking about.
Are you a forensic analyst?
Yeah.
Analyst?
Analyst.
Bradimus, 1981. Welcome to the live stream. How are you, sir?
What up?
And I'm assuming it's a sir. If it's a ma'am, I'm sorry.
Hello. Bradimus. This is my scorned first Thunderbolts. It should have been at least an 8.5. The guy just got broken up with that day. That's my story, and it's true.
That's your story, and you're sticking to it.
Oh, Jason's on the call.
Jason. Oh, Jason, I don't know if you just got here or not. We were just talking about the fact that I'm really nervous because you didn't answer my question if you like the pressing.
Breaking news, folks.
Yeah, so he's going to put it in the chat just how bad I did or something. I'm like, I don't press other people's books. Like I said, it makes me nervous. So, Bradimus prefers CBCS. I know they have their faults, but seem to have better business practice.
Hey, man, I was a CBCS guy through and through until, I don't know, 2 weeks ago.
Brad, I promoted CBCS like there was no tomorrow last year because I wanted there to be some real, true, viable competition for CGC to keep them both accurate. Then they lost my Stan Lee signed book and ducked my phone calls and my emails for 8 months. Jason said he didn't see it because the Instagram notifications are turned off. Okay.
That's probably healthy.
Their lead times are ridiculous. Anytime you try to call them about a problem, oh yeah, we'll send you an email, and then a month later you're wondering, are you going to send me an email or not? You call them back, and it's almost impossible to get through to customer service. CGC, on the other hand, you call them, it rings once, they answer the phone, and they deal with the problem. So I really want CBCS to do better.
Yeah.
I heard that their service is taking a dive. Probably too many switching, but no excuse. No, look, both companies, I think, are overwhelmed by everything that happened in 2021. We had this massive influx of people deciding to get their retirement nest egg by buying comic books.
Me.
And I'm afraid it's going to do a lot to the market like the baseball card market had in the 90s. But overall, anybody that's panicking in the comic book market thinking, well, look what happened to the baseball card market in the 90s. Yes, and look what the baseball card market is now. It's rebounded stronger than ever. I do like the slabs better from CBCS. I like the fact that they are polarized and you get no Newton rings. I wish that they had the grading number more prominent. They say that they want the focus to be the comic book. I think I want the focus to be what I want. It's my product. It's my book. Give me a choice of how I would want it. CGC is now following suit with the scannable barcode and free graders notes for everybody. So overall, the playing field is getting level, but
they need to update their labels, man. They look like.
Oh, okay. So Jason said he hasn't inspected anything closely, but didn't see any issues. I'm not even sure what crease you're talking about on the Miles book. On the Miles Morales book, about a half-inch in the entire length of the spine, almost looked like a roll going down. You're going to have to hold it at the right light. And I tried to get that out, but I was afraid of pressing it too hard and getting the staple indentation coming through. So
that'll happen.
Yeah. So labels are awful.
But at least they got rid of that bright red label for verified signatures. That was really bad.
Yeah.
Like, this is not. It's nice that they, made it yellow, but it just looks like it was made, by a 6th grade kid who can print out stuff.
I agree with you, but I wish they hadn't gone to yellow. I want something differentiating from a distance, witnessed and verified. Maybe a yellow with a stripe, or yellow with a green line, or a border. That's a really cool book.
The scrolls?
Yeah, it's showing up on the thing now.
Well, I'll bring it back.
Thank you. You know, for a split second, it almost looks like Stitch.
Yeah, a little bit.
Jason's looking at the Miles book, and he just typed in, "I see what you mean."
I did get a slab that I didn't tell you about. It was the birth week of my first kid, Max. So
right,
I had gotten him a slabbed book of when I found out, from the week of when I found out he was like a boy in the sonogram or whatever. But this is from the first week, or this is from the week that he was born. There's nothing super major about this book, but I thought it was the coolest one that was available for that week that he was born.
There you go.
There's not a lot of these, though, mostly because it's not significant, but it's cool.
And he'll appreciate it, though.
Yeah.
So, Larry's back. So, let's see. The labels are all full. Yes, the bright red was pretty bad. Talk about a red flag type of a deal. Yeah. Brad says, I would say gold, but does the CGC do that color? Well, that's fine, but I would say you should have the same color gold, or at least similar, between CGC and CBCS for witnessed signatures.
Well, CGC just considers it green, right? You get a green label for that.
If you send one in with a signature, it'll say marker on cover.
Yeah, but it'll have a green label.
Yes, and it will say that, that's Stan Lee's signature.
Right.
CBCS will have handwriting and analysts
verify
do the best that they can to verify it.
Yeah.
But CBCS has red for verified, but changed to yellow to confuse the situation. Yep.
I kind of like it.
What if having a white background in the number area?
Yes.
But if verified signed, have it gold. Yeah. I mean, just something that is not screaming out, caution, red, bad.
I think that's a great idea to have like a white square behind the number, because it kind of doesn't pop the way it does with CGC.
So you want to have a verified signature to look more like the CGC label?
No. I just meant like for the regular, put a white thing here so it pops more.
Yeah.
Because it kind of the contrast is fine, but it's just, I don't know, it just looks blah.
Yeah. But again, here's the thing. The guy that founded CBCS was the original lead grader at CGC.
Steve Beckett? Was that his name?
Was that his? Oh.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember people's names. I'm sorry. I got a mental block on that.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. What's your name again? But he just retired. He's out now. He just left.
Okay, yeah. Steve Beckett. No, that's whatever. Anyway, yeah, he just went to my comic shop, right?
Yes, exactly. So now that he's gone, can the people that are the powers that be at CBCS, realizing that CGC is now coming in with the barcode scanning and the free graders notes, can CBCS now up their game a little bit and finally put the grade the way we wanted to see it?
Steve Borak. That's his name.
We were close. Jason says ASM 252 is the book that came out the week I was born. Whoa! That's a nice one. I want to get it in a 9.8. I had one that was a contender until my daughter knocked it off the shelf, giving it a nasty quarter crunch. And that would get my kids knocked out of the will. Sorry.
Man, that's a great book to have. A great birth book. Damn.
And here's a good question. Computer machine grading, when LOL?
Ooh.
First thing you have to do is get machines that are capable of carefully, accurately turning the pages and inspecting the inside of the book without damaging them.
Oh man, would that be good though? If we could get to that level, that way it's kind of like the getting rid of home plate umpire to call strikes and balls, right?
I'm fine with that.
I'm just saying though, it's a similar thing.
Oh, look, I used to be an umpire, okay, and how many times I've played and I've watched a ball cross the plate neck level, and the dude calls it a strike. I'm like, are you on crack?
Right.
Wait, I got to swing up here.
Always Nicole. What up?
And I played catcher. I did umpiring for a couple years.
Wow.
Umpiring. Bang bang plays at first, and the strike zone, I think, should all be computerized.
Do you know Always Nicole?
Oh, Nicole, how are you, dear? Finally caught alive. Yes, how you been? I love all the pictures you've been posting lately of your niece. Yes, as you can see, she's a wrench.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, see, I clicked her as a moderator.
Okay.
I've known Nicole now. Wow, when did we meet? 15 years ago. Whew. But since I say have computer machine grade to cover back, but inside have a person. I do not want to have any human involved. Just better consistency.
He wants to still have people involved. He means.
I get it. I mean, from what I understand, their process right now is each book is supposed to be graded by 5 people, and they write down their grades, and then a supervisor is supposed to look over it and say, yes, I see that 3 of you guys put down 9.4 and 2 of you put 9.6. I agree with it being 9.6. So
I got you, Brad.
taking your book with the fingerprints, coming back a 6.5, that means that if that is true, it was looked at by 5 people and a supervisor, and they all agreed 6.5.
Well, I didn't know that. I thought it was just a person.
That's if that is still going on. 17 years. Okay, well, sorry. I've seen pictures of you. I didn't think you were 17 years old.
I think I did see that. Oh, Shop said something. Isn't there a new computer card grading company? Maybe. You can get anything graded now, man.
Brad said, I meant to say still have a person involved. No, I'm sorry. There's a delay from when I'm actually saying it to when it's actually going on screen, and we got you, Brad. I didn't mean to. I'm not wearing my glasses. I have this on a regular TV screen instead of a computer monitor, so it's a little fuzzy. So for me, I'm actually having a hard time reading whatever's in the chat. It has nothing to do with what you're typing. So that's why Greg is correcting me here. I put my glasses on, but then you wind up with 2 giant glowing things in my face from the glare.
Are we going to start a Hot Wheels grading company?
I think there is.
There is, but the market's ripe.
Like, ripe?
Like ripe to pick.
I knew what you meant. It was a bad joke.
That's why I ignored it.
About the Hot Wheels?
Sorry, what?
Who's asking about Hot Wheels?
I've just been buying him for my kid because he's at the age where he likes to play with Hot Wheels, and I'm like,
oh.
Are these gradable?
I mean, I would still love to pick up older video games. I think that market hasn't fully exploded yet.
Yeah, that's true. There is one, Bradimus. It's, but I don't know. Their website looks like Dookie. I feel like I don't know. I can't start a company.
Is it BGS or who was it that grades Star Wars action figures?
Who grades Star Wars action figures?
Because I think they just grade toys.
AFA, Action Figure Authority.
Oh, okay. Then that wouldn't be also for Hot Wheels.
It is actually. I remember this page.
Damn, so I'm smarter than I knew. Okay,
they're part of that, and they do. It's called the DCA, Diecast Authority. Wow.
I see you've got your blue tape there for immediate usage.
This is I actually use this as a weight because otherwise, this boy gets a little erect. So
I was thinking it, didn't want to say it, but go for it, buddy.
I keep it there. But yeah, at the same time,
stop giving so much Viagra to your microphone.
Oh, you don't quit.
Okay, Brad says I have 3 CBCS graded comics. 2 are signed, but in old holster. Should I reholster? Any experience? Now, I have not sent in for reholster just for no reason. I did send in Eternals #1 to CGC when it had some of the worst Newton rings I've ever seen in my life. And I'm going to be sending in a few books that need to be holstered, whatever, because they're cracked. But I've heard people say that the holders are good for 10 years and then they should be reholdered anyway. I don't see how they can really go bad. It's just plastic. So you need blue tape to take down the blue pill. Yeah, exactly. They're going to run out of 3-letter acronyms for grading companies. And what's sad is if you think about that, it's 26 times 26 times 26. That's a pretty good number. Yeah, Brad, was really only 10 years. What is the point? I don't know. I mean, again, that could be like somebody saying you buy a brand new car and they say change the oil every 3,000 miles, and you read the manual, it says change every 7.
Yeah.
Because they just want to get you in there to change, the slabs very often. You got to do your own homework on a lot of these things and realize that a lot of this information is based on the idea that they want you to spend money.
So what? I'm trying to. Do you have a reason you want to do it? Is it just like an aesthetic thing, or you're just curious whether you should do it or not? That's my question.
I mean, I know the old CGC labels look completely different.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Like, here's an old CGC of a 1959 Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
So, I don't mind it, but you can also tell that the slabs are a lot thinner. I don't want to try and move it around because I'll probably crack it. But when you put that side by side with another one, and here's this one's 10 years older, same grade, but it looks just so much better because it's in a newer, older.
Yeah, it does.
Nice being able to grab some of these Disney books right off the bat.
You're right, Larry. Hey. I agree with you.
What do you say?
He says, I hate rich. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, no.
No, he said the old CGC is still better than CBCS.
Yeah, and Brad also says he hates the old CGC cases and labels. They feel cheap. Exactly, they do. I mean, they're smaller in every dimension, that's what she said.
Which is interesting. Good morning.
I believe everybody here is an adult. Why not?
The new, I will, like we were saying before, the CBCS ones, they're pretty compact and thin, but they feel like tanks, man. They really do.
Oh, the CBCS? Yeah. I honestly, I love their cases the best.
And it was hard to open. I got one that needed to be regraded, and I had to open it, and it took a lot.
Just in case you guys have not watched the last video with myself and Mrs. Ohana, shame on you. You should be watching it. We just got in a Pinocchio, 1939.
Pinocchio. Oh, yeah, look at that. There you go. That shows it. Oof.
There we go.
It's like a lightning strike, man.
I mean, and this is just, it's gone. There's nothing here. We picked up the bag that it was in and just poured plastic out. So I got to send in 2. I have 3 crack slabs, and one of them.
I watched it. I saw it live.
You watched both of the other ones live. What? No, one was a CGC video, unboxing video, and I dropped it, and it came back a grade that it's like worth $32. It doesn't pay to have that one reslabbed. Yeah. The other one is the Reggie Collects Guide to collecting that is 9.8 yellow label, signed by Reggie.
Yeah.
That one was, don't do live streams and drink too much. You can have a little bit, but everything in moderation.
The biggest issue was the magazine case on the top shelf. The Reggie.
Yes, yeah. That's what, yeah. And actually,
me too, Jason. That was like the worst I've seen.
I'm just getting the Reggie one real quick.
Yeah, man, Bradimus.
You know what's really funny? I think that even though they're bigger holders, because I know the Reggie one it's new, because it's a book from 2021.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at the size, even though it's a much bigger slab, the size of the grade is larger.
Ah, wow.
On the smaller book. Considerably. I thought it was an optical illusion at first. I'm like,
wait, when was Pinocchio graded?
When was this one graded?
Is that like the newest version of the case?
Not anymore.
Well,
I think
so too. Maybe that's why I hate the magazine cases so much, because the top looks so small compared to the rest of it.
This one was just graded a couple months ago.
Yeah, that's what it is. It just looks so small.
Yeah, and I did drop that, and it got a crack in the bottom. So I'll send those two in for re-slabbing, re-holdering.
Yeah,
it's
that's
okay.
true, Bradimus. I mean, I guess it would be huge then, but still looks wrong.
Again, that's what she said. The most crunch case I've seen. Well, I mean, and that one didn't come from CGC. That came from a person I bought it from on eBay. And that was totally destroyed by USPS. The seller had that wrapped up it was in the plastic bag, wrapped up in bubble wrap, surrounded by newspaper,
that was nice.
with styrofoam all the way around that, inside a large box. But we didn't realize if the entire side of the box is covered with USPS tape,
mm-hmm.
and it covers up the fact that there's a giant hole in the box. So somebody must have gouged a hole in it, just destroyed the side of that comic.
Oh my God.
No, Nicole, I didn't drop that one. And then the other ones, if you look at the books behind me, there is a string here, okay? The idea of the string, so that way if I take one book and it grabs another one, if it falls, it's not going to fall. But magazine books are much larger, and it didn't work one day. So that's why I dropped that other book. Oops.
I have a much more... My shelves have lips on them, so they can't really...
Well, I got a lip on the bottom.
Like this?
I have a lip on the bottom, but it's only about this thick. So the comic CGC slab fits in it, but a magazine is thicker, so it sits on top of the lip. I need to have bigger lips.
Yes. Another content creator had a $6,500 slabbed comic sent to him in a mailer with very thin single-layer bubble wrap. He was pissed. Yes, I would be pissed too. That's a crap ton of money.
I'm trying to think, was that
Skeff's knowledge?
No, I don't think Skeff would spend $6,500 on something for it to be mailed to him.
My CBC.
He would prefer to pick it up in person.
CBCS 9.8.
That sounds more like what's his face, the one that has all the omnibuses and the statues.
Oh,
he just moved. Gem Mint Collectibles.
That guy, yeah. So you have an Omega Man 398, Bradimus? That's cool. You know who doesn't?
I don't.
Yeah.
You know who does also is Greg, right there, center, right above his pointy head.
I actually have a really round, like, basketball head.
Yeah. Keep picking on me not having a Lobo. You're going to have a nice knot on the top of your head from a ball peen hammer.
Oh, a ball peen hammer.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that because you know why? Because we found out that we are closer linked than ever thought. Because I listened.
I listened.
The 13th Warrior? The look on your face was like, no way.
That's the look you wanted me to have when Cad Bane walked up.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, I love Lobo. No, Rich doesn't have it. I was just answering questions. Sorry.
I don't have it.
Dude, if you love Lobo, check out this Green Lantern I just got back.
Are you wired into your ears? I say that and you can't hear me.
I can't hear you, so now's the time to talk ugly.
I have been.
Beep beep poo poo.
Yeah, you watched. There you go.
This is the Green Lantern 49 homage. It's got all the power rings there.
Yeah, I was pretty sure that it was Brad because I remembered not only him having a video about it, but other comic channels also talking about the fact that he had that book ruined.
I wonder what book. Do you remember what book it was? Now I gotta know. 6,500. That's some like.
Mm-mm. It definitely was a key, though.
Yeah, but he's a big DC guy. I wonder if it was like a Batman key or something.
I don't remember. I don't know.
We'll have to. Time will tell.
Brad said he just closed the window with the video.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Yeah, we'll look it up later. It's kind of like Miss Marvel, if you are interested, you can in learning more. You can always go on your own time and learn it. Man, that's my single biggest complaint. In case you're not watching our Miss Marvel reaction videos, which you should be, because we want other people to be just as bored out of their mind as we are. Miss Marvel is 80% cultural history and 20% superhero. That's not the ratio I expect to get from a superhero TV show. Fantastic Four number 4.
I'm looking at that right now.
Yeah.
That's an old book, man.
Bradman says he gave up on comic book shows a while ago. Really? Actually, for the most part, I like them. But the Miss Marvel one is just... You gave... I thought you said... You, I don't want to watch Miss Marvel. Larry says that he gave up after episode 4. Good choice. Episode 5 was another...
History lesson.
What the hell? Yeah. Now, Larry, just let you know, they have 3 different directors for the Miss Marvel series. The director that did episode 1 is doing episode 6. And one director did 2 and 3, and one director did 3 and 4. 4 and 5. So if you hated 2, 3, 4, 5, those directors are out. If you liked 1, the same director is doing the finale. I'm just watching it because we actually got a decent amount of views for the reaction videos. And in case something happens that's going to affect the rest of the MCU, something that might actually give them some traction and know where we're going. And Nicole, have you watched any of the other Disney Plus shows?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to watch Miss Marvel. Oh.
Is there more news about Toxic Avenger? I was actually waiting for that to drop a little bit more in price to try to buy one. If I missed my window, oh well. And Nicole's not watching any of the shows. Disney is killing my favorite IPs? I don't know. And what do you mean? Sorry, don't stop talking about it. That's what we're
no, we are here to talk, brother. Bring it on. Episode
9.8 for over 1,000. Oh, on Toxic Avenger? Yeah, that's nuts.
Is Toxic Avenger related to Toxic Crusaders?
No, Toxic Avenger was a crazy movie. It came out of like New Jersey. It was where it was filmed back in the 80s. I remember this because some of my classmates were extras.
Oh, wow.
I'm old. Peter Dinklage is playing Toxie. This look, I think it'll work fine. Look at what he did in Thor Ragnarok. Or no, not Ragnarok. It was in Infinity War.
Should I watch?
Nicole, if you like any of the MCO movies, and I know you and your hubby, I would say you would probably get the most enjoyment watching Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh, interesting.
I love that.
All right, Bradimus says Marvel, Star Wars, etc. So you don't think they're doing anything right?
Don't like Mandalorian?
Okay, thanks, Larry. Because I grew up watching Toxic Crusaders on TV, the cartoon. That makes sense.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense. Should you watch Toxic?
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole idea, Bradimus, is just if you go to a movie just to have 2 hours of fun. And to me, that's why if people go to the Thor movie, if they walk out going, well, I mean, it was really great, but it wasn't as good as it could be, so I'm giving it a 2.
He said, no, they're killing it. Mando was good, but had a few bad episodes.
I agree, but I think that the last 4 episodes of season 2 were some of the best Star Wars stuff ever filmed. And I'm really excited about season 3. Oh, Nicole, she loved The Winter Soldier, but I only watched the movie, nothing on Disney. No, Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I like that series pretty good.
You're going to like that. Yep. I'm afraid to watch Thor.
I feel like it's like a continuation of the third one. Same director and everything.
Yeah, but, what TD's put his foot in his mouth lately, too. He thought that Natalie Portman did a really great job, and he wanted to know if she'd be interested in being in a Star Wars film.
Oh, really?
Forgetting that she was in all 3 of the prequels as a major character. Oops. That ticked off a lot of people. This is why he shouldn't be directing. Like, you could do a better job. Shut up.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
LOL vomit. I guess about the Taika Waititi.
Or episode 1, prequels or something.
Oh.
Damn, what was I going to say?
That's the problem with the delay is I don't know exactly what they're replying to.
Okay. Here's some hot takes.
Okay.
She said after certain characters die, I'm not interested. Born in 81.
Born 1981. So, movies are a big part of my life. It was okay, but not great. He ruined the Gore and Jane Foster storylines. I got a feeling that the Gore line was going to be ruined just by the representation of the character that we saw how the toy was looking, and the Jane Foster storyline. I don't see that that's any way. That would be really, really difficult to pull off on screen as effectively as it did in the comic book.
Well, I was going to say, I didn't hate Book of Boba Fett as much as everybody else did. And I loved the episodes where I was just Mandalorian, basically.
Yeah, the other night we watched episodes 5. There's 7 episodes in Book of Boba Fett. We watched 5 and 6. Yeah. And by the end of 6, you were literally... And I'm asking, are you like bored out of your mind, or are you just exhausted? You're like, I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we get up early tomorrow morning and watch the last episode? I'm like, okay, yeah. But I mean, this was I want to watch this. I want to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, I was just tired.
Well, Larry's not really talking about. Well, I guess by saying that he ruined the Gore and the Jane Foster storylines is true. Um, if you haven't seen, if you knew the trailer, if you've seen the trailer, you knew Jane Foster and Gore were both going to be in it. Um, I just watched. What did I watch today? Oh, give me the pronunciation. Morbius.
Bradimus, tell us about your thoughts on Morbius.
I want to go to a Disney board meeting and scream, "Move the f on from that point of time in Star Wars. You own the damn IP. Move on."
Yeah. Well,
not until I can milk it for every bit it's worth. Gotta remember, they got to make sure that their Star Wars theme park with the Millennium Falcon actually makes some money.
And we joke about it every episode, Rich and I. Oh, great! We're back on Tatooine. More back on Tatooine.
I think I was starting to hate Sand more than Hayden Christensen.
Okay, he said, "Oh God, complete piece of crap." Morbius was my favorite when I was a kid too.
I watched Morbius today. I did not dislike it. I actually
hot
liked
take.
it.
Hot take.
I thought the end credits were horrible, but I thought it was a lot more watchable than some of the other stuff that comes out. How about that?
Whoa, I haven't seen it yet, so
I liked it better than the Eternals. I liked it better than Shang-Chi.
Oh, better than
I liked
Shang-Chi.
it better. I didn't like Shang-Chi.
Oh, I didn't know that. That was before we were together.
True. And Eternals, I went to go see the Eternals when I had COVID. So,
oh, that's why you didn't like it.
Well, even after I recovered, I watched it again. Still didn't like it. They had no character development. The bad guy sucked. So sad. It should have been rated R. What was it rated? PG-13?
It must have been.
I don't remember too many F-bombs, and I don't remember any sex scenes.
Morbius was a cheesy mess, but it was funny in not a good way.
I thought the cops were laughable. I was waiting to see...
Is that Al Madrigal, the Hispanic dude?
No, I was actually thinking of the other guy that plays Roman in Fast and Furious.
Tyrese.
I was waiting for Toretto to show up.
Wow.
Some of the casting was questionable. No doubt about that. But again, I didn't hate the film. I don't know when we're going to get a really good MCU movie. I mean, are we now hoping for Black Panther?
When Doctor Strange had his hands jacked up, you felt something. When you saw Dr. Morbius, nothing. The first Strange movie is one of my favorites of all the MCU, I think.
It is, but what I felt was, man, stop being such an arrogant prick. The guy did the best he could. So, but that also comes down to acting. Jared Leto he's not as bad as people say. Again, remember, and I say this all the time, that when you see somebody on screen do a bad portrayal of something, people tend to blame the actor. But remember, there's a director looking through the camera lens going, cut! Yes, that's what I want. Mm-hmm. You know, Chris Evans was horrible at playing Johnny Storm. And when he got cast as Captain America, I wanted to have that same vomit reaction. And then when I saw Captain America, I'm like, okay, I was wrong. The guy can act. Hayden Christensen, he can't act. I don't care who's directing behind the camera. So...
I said the last MCU movie you enjoyed was Infinity Gauntlet, the first Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, Infinity War.
Infinity War. Yeah.
Well, that's by most people say that's the best film. I put that up. It's hard. I'll say that's at a virtual tie with No Way Home with me. And I know No Way Home was a lot of campy stuff, but it had just the right amount of fan service to make me happy.
Larry
loved Chris Evans as Johnny Storm.
Hey man, this is just all proof that like
everybody's different.
Yeah, man, it's all personal preference. So, wow.
I mean, he played the goofball that is Johnny Storm accurately, I guess, but. No, Jessica Alba.
That was a weird pick for Sue Storm.
Yeah, but I'm not going to complain about seeing her in a
I'm not
unitard.
either.
Um, it was Mr. Fantastic, Ian Grunfeld or something like that. He was really good.
He was good. No, he's got some weird Irish name or Cornish name.
Nurse, you're on fire, Johnny Storm. Thanks, you're pretty hot. You're pretty good too. No, you're on fire. Yeah. Alba was saving Grace as eye candy. Yes. No, not arguing that. Yes.
Okay, his name is Eoin Gruffudd.
Isn't that what I said?
Probably. Let's see.
Okay. Fantastic Four will be a very tough movie to get right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. I'm curious to see what
People have been trying for years to put the Fantastic Four on the screen in a way, but I mean, let's be honest. If we go back 15 years ago, before anything of the MCU, and said they're going to make a really great Captain America movie, a really great Iron Man movie, a really great Thor movie, number 3, a really great Avengers movie. Judging from what we had seen before that, where the only decent movies were DC, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, and the first Blade. Go back to 78 Superman.
I liked Blade 2.
And I'm
I
sorry?
liked Blade 2.
I can actually watch all 3. But I'm talking about really, really high quality movies. There's 100 bad ones for every good one. Now it's like 2 good to 1 bad, and we're complaining. We're forgetting about how bad it was. Sorry, I have to repeat this. Are you two just as upset that in either Infinity movies they did not have Doctor Strange and Iron Man say to each other, "No shit, Sherlock"? Yeah. That would have been really cool.
Is that what they said in the books?
No, the guy that played Doctor Strange.
Oh, they both played Sherlock.
Holmes. Yeah.
Well, okay, I got you. That would have been funny.
If they can get Doctor Doom right, I'll be satisfied. I think Doctor Doom, costume, acting, lines are going to be very important. What's also screwed it up a lot is it's very hard. They're not getting Thing right. And if you don't get Thing right, then it puts a chink in the armor of all 4. They have to get Galactus right, not just a giant fart cloud. Yes.
I don't know how they're going to do that.
Galactus?
I guess like...
Why not? They got Celestials.
I guess like Dormammu was, or yeah.
All right. You saw Eternals, didn't you?
One time.
Okay, that's all it takes. You saw the Celestial standing over the planet?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. I mean, if they could make Dinklage look like he's 20 feet tall. I would like to shoot. What do you think of the theories now that Thanos was not trying to cull because of resources in the universe, but rather he was trying to stop the emergence on all these planets of other Celestials?
Why would we have never heard of it? They're just going to do it. Bradimus.
I mean, maybe that might be why they brought Star Fox, his brother, in as an Eternal.
I don't know the Eternals storyline as well as you do.
The Eternals are like robotic.
I mean, I know what they are. I just you have more experience in the history of all that stuff.
I'm just going by we have to go by what's in the MCU because they're changing things to the comic books.
You're right. I just
if we go by the comics, then Thanos should have been doing this just to get into bed with death.
Okay, I'm sorry. Harry Styles.
Yes. And hopefully he'll be defended in court by She-Hulk after sexual harassment.
Yes.
So, um, but if you think about the damage that was done to Titan, Thanos' own planet, it almost looked like the planet had been split open.
Yeah.
And it lost its core, which would be like the emergence of a celestial.
Okay.
Now, if you go to try and recruit all these armies and say, "Hey, there are beings living in the center of planets," so and when the population gets to a certain amount, they kill everybody and come out. Everybody's going to think you're nuts. But if you go around saying, "Look, the infinite has limited resources, so we can have people live longer and happier and healthier lives, we have to fairly cut down the amount of living beings." Now all of a sudden it seems like a more nobler cause. You may be able to get an army on your side.
I think that's a big stretch to like create for me.
I got a feeling that's where it's going, though. The more I thought about it, the more it seemed.
I mean, it'd be if it is,
sense.
it would be one of those things where like Larry said, like it would be in conversation with somebody and they'd be like, Thanos didn't tell many people this, but or whatever.
Yeah.
I wonder.
I didn't understand that's what we were actually doing this for.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I mean, all you need is one conversation with Star Fox to say with somebody else, yeah, before he died, he was trying to cut the population down to stop more of these Celestials popping out.
Like that. Like that's the reason he knew, and he would act like everybody else knew, and they would be like, "What?" And he'd be like, "Oh, you didn't know?" And that'd be that kind of revelation for them.
Maybe it's other Eternals that are writing on all these bathroom walls. Thanos was right. I wonder when we're going to hear more about the Netflix show, Something is Killing the Children. Oh, yeah, please. Okay, I have a question for you two. Bradimus has a question. Go for it. And he's got to wait 30 seconds for that, actually, for him to hear
I'm
it.
curious to see how Sandman goes before.
I saw the pre-production photos and everything. It looked really good.
Yeah, it looked nice.
But the storyline has to match. Tell my wife she can beatbox pretty good. So last month I found a 1 in 50 variant, Something is Killing the Children, in my LCS, and I had it with the normal variant covers. So I paid just the $6 for it. Would you guys have been honest and told the shop person?
You go first.
In my store, if I was in Syndicate Comics, yes. And chances are, in Syndicate Comics, they would have said, well, you found it there. That okay.
Yeah.
If I was in a store like some of the others that I stopped going to, that they try to nickel and dime every penny out of me or overcharge me for a lot of books, I would have kept my mouth shut.
I probably would have kept my mouth shut. Actually, something similar happened to me today. I was just telling you about on eBay. Not that intense, but I bought a regular cover A. And, Larry, that's coming, buddy.
Yeah.
That's coming.
Now, so do we got to do, do we do what? Do we do the reaction videos for all the seasons, or do you want me to watch season 1 and 2 and we're doing 3? I want to know what I'm doing.
I don't know. I mean, Larry, do you think we should? Because he hasn't seen any of them. I've only seen the first season.
And the reason I asked this, Larry, is just to be fair. We did the reaction videos for Book of Boba Fett and for Peacemaker, but it was so far out after all these shows had taken place. We watched them, recorded it. Greg put in a lot of labor, and we got like 6 views. So it really wasn't like worth his time. And yeah, we want to put out content that people want to watch. So if we spend all afternoon to make a video and only 5 people tune in to watch it, it's kind of disheartening. I mean, we got 70, 80 people tuning in to watch the Miss Marvel reaction video. I'm like, And they're not watching Peacemaker? Okay.
That's a good point. Shit.
Depends on how much free time we have. Oh, well, we don't have much free time, but when it comes to shows, I do an all-nighter.
You guys are already late for season 3. Yeah, I know. Well, we can give it a shot. I mean, we could do like, I don't know, 2 or 3 of the first season and see if we get, at least 20 views.
How many episodes are there of each
I believe
season?
there's 8 per season.
And how long are each episode?
I think around an hour.
So I need 16 hours to get caught up. All right, I'll be ready by tomorrow.
No, but I want to see your reaction to certain things in the first season too.
Oh, well, that we can do. I don't mind that. Oh, you want my reaction to season 2?
No. Season as well.
Oh, also.
Yeah.
Also. Gotcha. Invincible. Have you watched Invincible?
I watched the first 2 episodes and I was like, God damn, this is violent.
Oh.
I was not ready for it. And then I moved. I think my kid came. So I just.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Greg has a 2-year-old and a newborn, so he has to kind of watch the content. Me, I have dogs with big ears, so I could just cover their eyes with their ears and they won't see it.
Well, time is valuable for me for that reason as well.
Brad says he could not get into Invincible. I mean, I couldn't get into Umbrella Academy.
Fuck that shit. Whoop.
Whatever.
I don't like that
this
show
show
at
is
all.
not made for children.
I don't like the Umbrella Academy at all. I think it's.
I watched the first season, and it did not get interesting until the last episode. Which is pretty much the same thing I felt about Loki. Hopefully, I'll feel the same way about Miss Marvel, because right now I have no interest in anything. I'm hoping at least one episode I'll be interested in.
Oh, and you haven't seen Doom Patrol?
Nope.
Doom Patrol's crazy.
I did not like Jupiter's Legacy. Did you at least watch past episode 1 of what, Invincible?
He's asking.
Yeah. At Bradimus 1981, did you at least watch past? Of course, they canceled that one.
He's talking about Jupiter's Legacy.
Oh.
And now he's responding to Larry. Yes, I did. But if you,
there's a lot of different shows that I can't get over some of these reaction videos that people do. That they watch a movie from 10, 20 years ago once a week, and they've got 400,000 subscribers and 300,000 views. I'm like, for watching a movie?
Yeah, you got to get up to that level, and then once you're there, you just got to put out stuff enough, constantly, and then it just keeps.
There's a few reaction people that I like watching. One of them is Awkward Ashley, and there's another YouTuber. I swear she is like cloning her.
You might as well.
I mean, she looks the same. The intro screen is the same. She uses the same catchphrases. She's got the same cat in the background. I'm like, damn, seriously, there's no originality here. This is like, you're just ripping it off. I mean, it could be that it was born in 1981 and it's an age thing.
Could be.
Look, but every show, no show is, except for like Battlefield Earth, is hated by everybody. I mean, there are people on this planet that actually like Jar Jar Binks. Okay? If there was one car that was liked by everybody, then that would be the car that was...
Bradimus likes Jar Jar Binks. I know it. I know he does.
Huh? Oh, no. Bradimus...
I'm about to set off.
You're being called out now. You're being called out. He wants to know if you like Jar Jar Binks.
I know he does. He was born...
Do you like Jar Jar Binks?
Me?
Yeah, you.
He's whatever. I mean... I like Boss Nass.
Character in sci-fi. You're like
Boss
who?
Nass.
Who's that?
He's the leader of the Gungans.
Oh, okay.
I actually enjoy Battlefield
Battlefield Earth. But it's a terrible movie. I
I
would
he
hate
says
that
I
damn Jar
love
Jar. Why would
he
you ask
says
me
he says I love that damn Jar Jar. Why would you ask me
that?
that?
Anybody watching this the rerun and is not seeing the chat? No. Pradamus 1981 is saying in all caps, "I hate that damn Jar Jar. Why would you ask me that? Do not comment Pradamus hated by everybody on YouTube. You're good, buddy. You're good." I have somebody at work that I think is really strange, and she always tells me that Jar Jar is her favorite character, and she thought it was really, really funny when he stepped in poo.
Oh, Misa.
Yeah,
I like
I'm
that
not poo.
that fan theory as well. That he was like secretly a Sith Lord. Did you ever hear about that?
No, it
Oh, I
makes
have to
sense.
find it while you filibuster here. Okay, 10 details that back up the Darth Jar Jar theory.
The Darth Jar Jar. Okay, go for
Number
it.
10, his clumsiness is an act. The driving force behind the Darth Jar Jar theory is that Binks was so absurdly clumsy and inept that it borders on an act. He could be the perfect cover-up for a Sith apprentice who wanted to infiltrate the Republic, since he'd be the last person anybody would consider the culprit. Qui-Gon Jinn immediately dismissed Jar Jar as unintelligent, and Obi-Wan...
Hang on, Brad is saying, wait, have him watch the video for a reaction video.
That's not a bad idea.
Okay, so as you can see, there is a time delay in the text. Sorry. I would never have wanted to watch that in the theater. We're talking about Battlefield Earth in the theater. No,
yeah.
the Battlefield Earth to me is. I mean, I watched that because somebody said I heard how bad it was. I'm like, let's see how bad this is. I got 10 minutes in. I'm like, wow, that's bad.
Wasn't it?
Second worst film I ever saw. Solo.
Wasn't it?
John Travolta.
Yeah, but wasn't it like an allegory for Scientology or something?
I don't know. What I do know is that John Travolta was so convinced it was going to be a hit that he owned all the rights and everything else and was trying to get a sequel made. Spaceballs, the search for more money. And Bradman says it was based on a novel.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
Yeah, exactly. Never mind. Nicole, you still there? Answer me, girl. She's like, no, I turned it off to go watch Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Couldn't blame her for that.
One of my favorite memories in my life is with me and Nicole. We worked together at a company up in New York.
Okay.
And we both smoked. We both worked in the front office, and we wanted to smoke. We'd go outside the front door, which was a full glass door.
Aha! I knew I was right, Larry.
Walked out there.
Sorry, I had to interject here. L. Ron Hubbard, right? Is that his name?
Yes. You guys looking forward to the new heavy metal comic? I keep forgetting the name. Looks pretty good to me.
Yes. I was right. Okay.
Not sure which heavy metal comic, but we both go outside to smoke, and apparently a bird had flown into the door.
Oh, was it a glass door?
And yeah, it was a solid glass door. So we walk out, and there's an upside down bird right there on the sidewalk.
Oh.
So we're like, oh, dead bird. Must have flew into the door. Oh, well, we're smoking, we're talking, we're smoking, we're talking. All of a sudden, the bird pops up and looks at me, looks at her, freaks out, and flies away. And she's like, oh, hell no, I don't need no damn zombie birds. She flicks a cigarette and just goes inside. She's like, oh, hell no.
Oh, man.
I wish I had that on film, man. It was just the look on her face is like, what the hell? Zombie birds.
Heavy metal, all I know is that I wanted to watch the cartoon when I was little because boobs. Major boobage.
Yeah, it was more in the first one than there was in the second. But doesn't Heavy Metal Comics now have several things like Never Never? And Brad was saying a new book coming out called Entropy.
Under the Heavy Metal Publishing, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Never Never was supposed to be from the point of view of Captain Hook in Neverland.
Oh, that's interesting.
and I think there was another book that came out earlier last year from Heavy Metal, but I don't know if any of them got optioned or really went anywhere. So,
Bradimus, do you like anything DC? You seem like a Marvel guy. Curious.
I was born in '81. Everything in DC '80s stunk. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Greg's a DC guy.
Oh boy. Dang, what was I gonna say?
He's going to be hacking my dishwasher later. On. I don't care if the door is open. Override.
Oh man.
Ice shooting out of the ice maker. Full blast.
It's like that commercial. Do you ever those?
I'm an independent guy, actually, but the 90s, I was a Marvel guy. I respect DC. I think their character have more depth, but man, some are just so lame.
That's true.
Okay, honestly,
But there's lame ones in Marvel too.
no, well, Marvel has a plethora of lame ones. You know how, like, right now it seems like they come out with a new bad guy and a new hero in every book, and like they're just throwing crap on the wall, see which ones stick.
Okay.
Marvel and DC have been doing that for ages. So, and I kind of agree with Brad's point of view. I've always a Marvel guy, but I did respect the core DC characters. I just enjoyed reading Marvel more.
Hey, and that's okay. It's
Thank
okay.
you.
We are
Thank
in the
you.
tree of trust here. This is healthy debate.
Safe space. Yeah. Show us where Batman touched you. Anyway,
Hey.
because I'm Batman. You never watched how it should have ended, have you?
No, I don't know what that is.
They just came out with the Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, is it like a YouTube channel?
Oh yeah, it's man. You watch one video, you'll be going through their channel watching other ones.
Oh, okay.
It's animated versions of how the different scenes should have played out if it was under normal
I
circumstances.
see. Okay.
You've seen Multiverse of Madness?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like in this, you said
Yeah.
yes? Okay. Anybody who has not seen the movie and does not want any kind of a spoiler, you might want to just like hit mute for the next 20 seconds. I'll hold my hand up until it's over. So, like in how it should have ended, he says he's talking about Reed Richards is talking to Wanda saying, "Look, we know exactly how you can be with your kids and not have to hurt anybody. Black Bolt, tell her."
Hmm.
Yeah, Larry saying it's the greatest. And afterwards, they always have like the same characters in the cafe afterwards. So why did you do this? And, I have one, because I'm Batman. Because I'm Batman. She. How it should have ended. It's a great channel. It's been around for years. We've got hundreds of videos. Every movie you could think of. Definitely every MCU and
DC wants
Harry
Marvel
Potter
money,
and
but
everything
they keep
else.
Trying to make their movies family friendly, and I just do not see that happening.
Well, I don't know. Are they really doing that? I mean, they're allowing
I think they're pretty dark.
Joker to really be a brutal assault on the senses, which was amazing acting. The new Batman is much darker.
It's very dark, yeah.
So,
trying to think.
One of the greatest.
The thing with the part about DC lately that I like the least is like the CW drama stuff.
Yeah, where good comics go to die. What I don't like about DC is, why is it everybody they seem to cast in a role keeps getting arrested or in trouble with the law?
Cut them loose, Ezra. Cut them loose.
Smart woman, if they put Catwoman in another damn Batman movie, though, enough.
I mean, she's essentially his love interest, so I guess I get why they do it. Also, sex sells.
That's why, yeah.
To put it blank.
I mean, everybody said that Wonder Woman 84 was horrible. I'm like, look, I'll put it on mute and just watch it. I'm not going to turn off Gal Gadot.
Actually, yeah, that first Wonder Woman was really good. I liked it. I really liked the Aquaman movie that came out. What sex? No, not like literal sex, just like
Anne Hathaway in a cat
sex
suit.
appeal. Yeah,
Eye candy. Yeah. Right. And right now they're saying that the MCU they're trying to lay it out for the next 10 years. But Larry, do you think the MCU right now, 2021, 22, does it feel like they're doing everything to get the next phase rolling? It's really having a hard time finding itself right now.
DC doesn't want to put in the legwork doing something different and connecting the movies.
Like the MCU does.
Okay.
First Wonder Woman was great. I will not watch the second one. I watched the second one. It was not good, but it was not as bad as everybody says. The first Wonder Woman, I thought the first 2/3 of the movie was good. I thought the final act was hokey, corny, campy. I didn't like it.
Which is fine if the whole movie's that way.
Yeah. To me, the final act of Wonder Woman, the first one, was almost as bad as the final act of any one of the 3 Iron Man movies. So, Obadiah saying, "Where are you, you little prick? Hold still." I'm like, "Are you drunk?"
I'm hearing that his son might be the antagonist in the Armor Wars.
I have heard that as well.
And I hope that's the case because I got that book where he shows up for the first time.
Is it in the Lobo? Is it in the Lobo number 1?
Yeah.
Omega Man? Yeah.
It is.
Because that's your way of saying that. And you'll never have it.
No, it's, I don't know. It's in the, I think it's a series called The Order or something. It's part of Secret Wars.
When, if ever, do you think it'll be a good time to buy the first appearance of Wonder Man? Or do you think that boat is gone now?
That was crazy for about a week.
Yeah, and it's still being reported by Comic Tom as one of the, was it number 1 on the trending? Yeah, Brad said he's tired of how affected the prices are. Absolutely, but what's really the part that bothers me the most is so many people that don't have the patience that rush out and buy a book at the hottest point. And you see a book that is always $100 and news drops and it goes up to $500. That means there are people actually dropping $500 on this book. Just so in 3 months, when it comes back to 125, they've lost $375. And I feel bad for that because a couple of transactions like that, and those people will leave the hobby and our numbers, the population of the comic book community will diminish as a result. What condition, Larry?
That's great.
That's Avengers number 9, isn't it? I mean, I haven't. Usually, I drink a lot during these live streams. I have not drank enough to just spontaneously buy your book yet. So I'm sorry.
5-0.
I have.
5-0.
I've done it though. I've done that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
There's a 4.0 for 400. What did he say he was? 600?
Yep.
I'm looking. I'll find his book. 5.0? There's a 5.0 for 600.
Bradimus, what is your holy grail book? Number
that he owns or he wants to get?
Both. What's your favorite book that you've got and what's the one that you want?
Now, you mean within his budget or money is no object?
Amazing Fantasy 15, whatever. Not Holy Grail, Comic Grail, sorry.
Yeah. Like, for instance, here we go. I love the one around, but with that profit, I'm selling mine. Absolutely. Virtual vice. Like, for instance, the Billion Genies comic, that stupid cat cover was going for like maybe $30, and now that Amazon is saying making a movie, it's like 100. Actually,
So let me tell you something. I got the
it's
Super Mario 3 homage for $20, and I sold it for $150 a week later.
yep. I just got back into comics in the last 8 months. Well, I mean, I just got back in about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, so it's fine. The one I want bad right now
Vampirella.
is the Vampirella Strikes #1 Moneta Virgin cover.
Wow.
Ooh, okay.
Vampirella.
If you like Vampirella, and I'm not saying you want to spend this kind of money, but just a little shout out to Syndicate. They have a Vampirella #1, the original #1, the 8.5 white page.
Wow.
That is such a hard book to get in that condition.
Is it dark? Is it pretty dark, the cover?
It's darkish,
Okay.
yeah. Brad's saying there's only 65 of that Vampirella made.
Wow.
Favorite one I have is signed. Favorite one I have is a signed Stan Lee. Dream book is AF-15. Yeah, and that damn cat cover looks so stupid too.
It's literally just a picture of a cat. Like,
AF-15 is my grail. I will never be able to afford. And Larry, this is funny because a little over a year ago, I was talking to Mrs. Ohana about. I said, look, at the time, a 2.5 and a 3.0 were going for like 20 grand. And I said, I'm thinking if I sell every comic I have, one big shot, or maybe find somebody that wants to trade the collection for an AF-15 for a 2.5. How would you feel about that? And her eyes popped out of her head. We're like, well, they're your books. Man, what's a 2.5 and a 3.0 going for now? 60? Should have done that.
yeah. Me too, Bradimus. That's my girl right now that I own.
Omega Man 3?
His current books that he owns.
Oh, okay. What's I don't know Omega Man. What's the one that's behind you? Is that Omega Man 1 though, isn't it?
No, it's 3.
Oh, so never mind.
Yeah.
See, there's more proof that I don't have it. I really want the original Fright Night #1 newsstand, 9.8 white. And it's cool.
So you're into like the horror, scary stuff, it sounds like. Fright Night #1.
What's my grail in my collection? Well,
it's got to be Kingpin, right?
It's tough. It really is. I mean, honestly, if the house is on fire and I had to run in and grab one book, it's got to be Mrs. Ohana's book.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, she'll put me back inside the house to burn.
Hard to beat that.
And that's good. Yeah, that's going to be her Ghost Rider Marvel Spotlight.
Yeah.
For me, though, I guess I'd probably, as much as I love the first appearance of Kingpin, I think I got to go with the Clone Wars.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I love the Heir to the Empire, #1, just for the fact that I only paid $60 for it, and it's a 9.8. So.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, that would probably be the book that I would come running in second for.
Morbius.
And thankfully, all these comic books have a good reflection to them because I had no idea that Mrs. Ohana walked in the door and scared the crap out of me.
Bradimus, yeah. See, here is a good example of something good happening from the movies bombing. You can get a more affordable.
Hi. Wait, that's the camera, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
More affordable book. Let me.
Guess I should get my headphones. How long you guys been on?
Hour and 49 minutes.
Oh.
This is the book I got in today.
Yes.
Oh, Larry,
Cap-
nice.
Potter.
Invincibles.
It's a 1 in 25.
Bradimus says hi.
Hello, Brad. Brad Miss. Hi, Greg.
Hey.
Yeah, not too expensive, but no one has gotten any greater. That's correct. Yeah. Yeah, but you get the comics, especially the older 50s horror books before the comics code. Those are so some amazing covers back then.
Disturbing ones, too.
Yeah, but they're highly coveted.
Yeah.
Larry's saying hi.
Hi, Larry.
Brad's saying hi.
Yes.
Nicole was on here earlier. I think she's zoned out.
For watching.
Huh?
I said, for watching.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry.
I remember that me and Greg are two of them. So
Yeah.
I'm not watching. I'm not watching.
5 now.
Ooh.
You're not. Oh, you're not tuned into. No, you're watching.
No, I'm not.
How are you reading the chat?
I'm in the control room. It doesn't count as a view. Yeah, man.
He said he's in the control room. Doesn't count as a view. She doesn't have her headphones.
Well, change it to your speakers.
Yeah. Where are they?
I don't know.
Sorry.
I can't. I don't know how.
Okay, I'm going to walk you through it.
I go to settings.
I'm going to walk you through it, okay?
I click on speakers, and it still comes through the headphones.
Well, turn the head.
I turn the headphones off. I unplug the headphones, and it still won't come through the computer.
Oh, we got 6 watching.
Well,
because everybody wants to see the fact that I can't even get a speaker to work on a computer.
well,
I could share the screen if you want to look at it. But
okay. If you want to do it real quick.
Sure.
Welcome to Behind the Curtain, ladies and gentlemen, of this fine production.
Pay no attention to that idiot. So that's going to be, I guess, this one. Start sharing.
Whoa,
Can you
it's
see?
me.
You see the mouse?
Yeah, okay.
Moving around?
So go to
Okay.
the right by the heart thing, all the way on the right, the 3 dots. Audio and video settings. And scroll down. And speakers, where it says above the number line there. Yep. Yep. Can you hear?
Shut up.
Do the speakers work?
Yeah, shut up. Yeah, I can hear the speakers working.
Hey, Ms. Ohana.
Hi, how are
Yeah,
you?
they work. Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Well, yay, I could hear.
Now you can unshare your screen.
Shut up.
No, I'm helping. We're friends. We're helping.
Okay, so Brad has a question. Would you two ever consider doing live streams with viewers where they show you some comics and get your opinions on them, whether they made a good purchase or if they should be graded?
I would love to do
That would
something
be cool.
like that. Yeah, we would have to get. Right now, what we're doing is we're just use Skype, so this way Greg and I can call each other, and then he transfers that to the YouTube live stream. We would have to have something else where we have a way for them to link in. Right?
Well, you can do a 3-way.
Really? Yeah. Are you on board with this?
3-way call. I set you up there. Yeah, man, that would be fun. I mean, we did that before.
You have to be careful of certain words you use or how you phrase them with this one.
Anything in the English language is open fair game with me. You know
Yes,
that.
I do. Sorry. We were just doing that basically before we got on the call with your comics. Remember? We were going through them and deciding what was worth grading or not. You know.
Oh yeah.
So that would be.
I had a stack of comics, and we were like, "Well, let's look up this one. Let's look up this one." Yeah, I would love it if we could have other people bring their comics on and show them. And I'm not very good at like bringing the comic all the way up so people can see the spine.
Yeah, I mean, it would be.
It might be beneficial if you were to take digital pictures of them. And that way you could load them up. Would that be a good idea? I don't know.
Yeah, or we could just try it, without that first, see how it goes. And maybe are you just talking about like speculation or or more Bradimus, or more like, is this going to impact the spine or whatever?
I will message you guys about it later. No, nothing like that. Just
Okay,
like,
yeah.
hey, that is a cool book. If it's any good, perhaps get it graded.
Yeah, so
Absolutely, but different people have different philosophies on grading, and my particular philosophy is if you got a 5-year-old who draws a picture, and you want to put it in a frame, and the frame costs you $30, but you just want to save it and display it. That's your $30. Nobody should tell you otherwise. That your kid just drew it on a napkin. Why are you spending $30? If you've got a comic book that you like, and you would like to see it in a slab, it doesn't matter if it costs $30 to anybody but you. And if it's worth it to you, then that's all that matters.
But it is fun to like discuss and debate why you would and wouldn't.
Yeah,
it makes for good content, I think.
Oh, I mean, absolutely. If you got a book that it costs you $20, and if I get this graded, you get it graded, a 9.8 goes for $50. You'd probably be saving money if you just sold your $20 raw and bought a $50 9.8.
Right. Yeah, that's true, Bradimus. Yeah.
Well, most of the time, yeah. Completely. Hence, who would recommend someone getting Fright Night #1 slabbed?
Yeah.
Fright Night #1, didn't that have... No. Did Fright Night, the movie, #1, did that have Jim Carrey?
Doesn't sound familiar, but I could be wrong.
Funny, I'm looking at the wrong screen. As you're saying, it doesn't sound familiar. I'm watching the live stream, and I'm seeing you nod your head yes. So you're like, it doesn't sound familiar. No, I'm thinking of Once Bitten.
Oh.
I bought a few things when the deal was just too good. First Bite, okay.
Excuse me.
We did have like a 10-second delay, and that's like escalated up to like a 30-second delay, which is kind of fun.
Once Bitten. Huh. Not familiar.
Yeah, and he looks really young in that too.
Fright Night. Why am I thinking? I think it's a kid's show. One Night at Freddy's or
you're talking about Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, there you go. I'm like, I was thinking that. I'm like, what are they talking about? Again, I don't know half the time I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
It's all right. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about half the time.
Videos. You know what Mrs. Ohana was saying, that one of the biggest reasons she does not want to do reaction videos is because she doesn't react to movies. I mean, literally, she'll watch a 3-hour movie, and at the end of it, I like that. I couldn't tell.
I've got some of that in me. I mean, you saw it the other night.
I attribute that to exhaustion.
Okay, that's fair.
Because I mean, that one looked like you were going down.
As I said, it has to be a movie I'm interested in.
And anytime she sees someone like Black Widow falling off a cliff, then I get a reaction I don't want. Bye.
How many times do you have to get punished for that, Miss Ohana?
Forever.
I know.
I mean, come on.
Tell me about it.
Jesus.
Yeah, but then again, who's getting punished? He seems like he's more upset about it. I find it entertaining how upset he got about it when I gave my true reaction.
True reaction is spelling your name wrong.
I am in the Big Brother program. My little brother shows no emotion when he watches movies or shows. It drives me nuts. I will sit there crying, and he's.
Does he make fun of you for crying? Like other people be like, "Are you crying? Do you want a tissue?"
I cry. Well, as we said last week, I cry when the Ewok dies on Star Wars.
That's really cool. You're a big brother, by the way. Props to you.
Was it a week ago? We saw. I had them watch Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
Over our friend's house, and they had not watched Endgame yet.
Wow.
And they have Disney Plus, and they're big MCU fans. They're like, I'm like, well, we got 3 hours of spare time. Everybody grab a box of tissues. And the two daughters, Yeah, they needed the tissues, and Chrissy made sure that she handed me one too. She's like, "You need one?" I'm like, shut up. Give me one.
Oh.
Now they're awesome with reactions.
Yeah, they should be making reaction videos. They would have 1 million followers with no problem.
Why don't we manage them then? We'll set everything up and we just record them and then we make the
Well,
money.
The older one is the one that is also an amazing voice actor that does Stitch and so many other voices.
Is she an actual voice actor though? Does she like do cartoon voices and stuff? Or you?
I know she's auditioned for some, but actually, I believe she works for their like Georgia Power or something.
Okay. That's my dream job.
Georgia Power?
Yeah, Georgia Power. No.
You know, the movie Snow White.
Never.
You know
never
that
seen it.
real high pitched, extreme vibrato singing voice that Snow White has?
I have heard it. Yeah.
She nails it. Okay, I guarantee you, if I had her sing that song on this channel, the computer would pick it up and we would get copyright infringement.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of infringement, breaking news. Comic Tom did something wrong and he got demonetized.
Okay, what do we have here? We have a rare comic book here. Let's take a look at it. Bring it out of the box. Yes. Okay. This is what we have. That was my Comic Tom impression. Endgame. Why bring it up? Take the scene with all female superheroes. If they did not make it so obvious, I would have loved it. But nope, they made it stupid. Oh my god, this crap is getting out of hand.
Did you see Endgame in the theater opening weekend? That's my first question. I did.
Question 1.
And I saw like No Way Home opening night, and I had to go see No Way Home and Endgame multiple times so I could hear all the stuff that I didn't hear while the entire audience was screaming. And we were so pumped up and freaking out that yes, the all-female scene was just another thing for us to scream at and have a great time. I mean, how YT is doing their stuff when I said getting out of hand. How YT?
YouTube.
Oh.
I must be talking about Comic Tom.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've gotten copyright strike on a theme song that I got, which was from a free-to-use site. So, hey, don't do that.
Sorry.
I'll put you on a camera.
Brad, I got a question for you. How long have you been doing the Big Brother program, and what made you want to do that?
I'm doing this so you'll know when that question actually appears.
Doing what?
I waved my hand.
Oh, okay.
Because there's enough of a delay that you'll know. Unless he's actually seeing it faster than I am, which is possible.
Or he's hearing it.
Which is also possible.
5 years.
5 years, and your question just went up. 5 years, I believe. Okay. Well, you want to be a big sister?
I don't know.
Want to be an eccentric aunt?
Well, I was just around kids today. I don't know. There's always possibilities. I wanted to do it for years, but I thought you had to have the weekend off, but I found out you do not.
Okay.
Oh,
Interesting.
there you go.
Sounds like I should have been with you today. Sounds like you had fun.
It was fun.
Did he still have the whole ball thing and everything inside?
No.
Oh. He had one of those, what did he have?
It was a bouncy house. It is like being a good parent.
Grandparent.
You get... Oh, sorry, even though I got glasses, I still need like binoculars.
I told him already it's not his fault because this is a regular TV screen, not a computer monitor, so it comes up fuzzy.
Yeah. You get to have fun, but send the kid home at the end of the day.
Oh, it's like Rent-A-Kid.
I get that.
Oh, hey, diaper needs change. You get it back.
That's the way my parents are when they visit us, and they're like hanging out with the kids, and then all of a sudden you hear, and they're like, "Oh, Greg, I forgot how to change a diaper. Here you go." Oh man. I've never.
So we're passing. Sorry, guys.
No, go ahead. Yeah, we're at 2 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want to? I know you start to get tired, and I'm definitely feeling tired, and I got to start getting my sleep schedule back in shape for Monday. So I got to start being at work an hour earlier than ever.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
Yeah, you could say that again.
Ah,
Fun, fun, fun till a daddy takes a T-bird away, which is too old a reference for somebody born in 1981. And most littles behave very well, but because they do not want to go home. They're so enamored with having a big brother / big sister, finally. So. And Bradimus is also starting a new work schedule on Monday, too.
I'm not.
Oh, shush. He gets to work from home.
Yes. Lucky.
I'm very lucky. That is not lost upon me.
Although I don't think I'd be motivated to if I had to work at home. I think I'd have too many distractions.
It's fair. It is a thing that I have to work on, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Do you just feel comfortable here?
Yes, because like with me actually having to get up, take a shower, actually leave the house. Yeah.
Bradimus says he hates working from home. Well, I have to physically work on machinery, and I can't be like Plastic Man or Mr. Fantastic and reach the damn machine with a wrench from here.
Nice. That was sick.
But anyhow, you guys said you're at 2 hours now?
Yep.
2 hours.
Yeah. I just wanted to stop in and say, hey.
Oh, just so you know, Miss Ohana.
Yes?
The question was brought up earlier. What is the grail that you would basically, if there was a fire in the house, what you would take first? And your book was chosen first, so.
Oh, yeah?
All right, well, what was the reasoning for why I would take her Ghost Rider first?
Because
I said, because if I didn't, she'd send me back into the fire.
No. Well, you would my whole... I really have... If there was a house fire, what would I grab? Out of my books? I would say the Walt Disney books.
Not the Clone Wars?
And maybe that one.
Remember, Snow White's behind you.
Yes, as I said, the Disney books.
And Pinocchio's on the floor behind you.
Yeah.
Because I was showing people here the crack slab and everything.
I can only choose one?
I mean, that's what we were doing, but...
That's how I come up with my top 50 list every year. Is I look at all my books and I say, okay, if I could run in and grab one book, what would it be? And I take that and say, okay, that's number one. Now I got time to run back in and get one more book. That's number two.
No, it would be the Ghost Rider and then my Disney books. So yeah.
Just do it. Grab this. No, everything that's out, try to grab it. So, but I mean, of this top row, we have Heir to the Empire and a 9.8, Clone Wars and a 9.6, Kanan Last Padawan number 6 and a 9.8, Darth Vader number 3 and a 9.8, and Star Wars number 1 and a 9.0. That's a really good row.
Yeah, it is.
Now, if I could only get myself like a first appearance of Lobo up there. I don't know.
No, but then again, I mean, grabbing one book, no, because like with me, there's nothing one. There has to be options.
Fine, I'll grab the books, you grab the dogs.
Okay, that I could do.
Brother said they said one book.
Yeah. Man, it's like going on vacation. Me packing, I need like 2 suitcases and 30 pairs of, clothes. Of outfits.
Mrs. Ohana hates when we go on vacation. She's like up all night the night before packing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll wake up and go, all right, open up the like, one drawer, boom, second drawer, boom,
that's
shoes,
what I do.
belts.
Yeah.
Man.
I pack everything. I'm ready in like 90 seconds.
But with the women, we have to pack just in case we get cold and that stuff.
Do you want to know the secret to how men pack?
Look.
You know how we throw everything into one suitcase? That's everything we own anyway.
Brad has a good point.
I was gonna say, look at Brad.
We're running back into the fire no matter what. Good point, Brad. Yes, exactly.
Told you.
All of that I started just to make like a little sweet moment between you two, and it turned into this circus of fire.
You'll learn.
You'll
learn.
It's never simple between he asked me a yes or no question, and then I just go off on not a yes or no question. So yeah.
I expected you to give him a little peck on the cheek or something.
Yeah, you were expecting a thank you.
Yes.
It was. It turned into a. Well, why not that one and that one?
Why are you only taking one, Rich? Get more.
Exactly. We have time. I'll pack my clothes.
See, I didn't even think of clothes or the important stuff. I mean, heck, we didn't even think about the dogs. The dogs should be.
The dogs think at the doggy door. They're going to be in the backyard. Well, asking if anybody has marshmallows.
Brad, you're. Brad's making good points.
Yeah.
That's so true.
It's like one time she told me, do me a favor, go into the room and get me my blue sneakers. I walk in there, there's 2 pair of sneakers on the floor, and they both have blue in them. I'm like, oh no, I'm in trouble. No matter what, I'm in trouble. I can bring them both, and I'm in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? I got in trouble.
No. Oh, man.
How hard is it? I'm like, they're both blue.
You can't win for losing.
I should have brought one shoe from each pair.
Yes.
That's true. I could have worn both.
Fashion statement. So, let's wrap this up. It's already now 10 after 11.
Yes.
I need to use the little boy's room.
Bradimus, hit up Rich on his Instagram with your thoughts. You said you were gonna reach out to him about the grading stuff. Remember?
Yep.
I'll type it in the.
And also, I see it says he said it might be best to have the Viking funeral and just stay in the house, brother.
But no, thank you for letting me join when I got home.
Oh yeah, man.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm leaned forward and I'm being too lazy to sit upright, so it's compressing.
And Brad, don't worry about talking all over the stream. We appreciate it. It gave us a lot of things to have fun with.
Oh yeah, man.
No, we need interaction. Chat all you want.
I was on a Skef Comic Knowledge live stream one time, and they were firing questions at him so fast they couldn't link him to the screen fast enough for him to answer. And afterwards, he was almost sweating. He's like, "That was fun."
I mean, no, we encourage you guys to chat, but also you guys, if you're not comfortable, you don't have to chat.
I mean, and they were asking him questions like paper or plastic.
Boxes of briefs. Boxer briefs. Duh.
Boxer briefs, exactly. Why is Skef not putting many videos out right now? I don't know. I remember I've been a follower of Skef since he was around 400 subscribers, and he had a lull of about 2-3 weeks without any videos whatsoever. I think, and I don't want to talk ill of the person because I really like him a lot, but I think he also has forms of anxiety, and he goes through bouts where he just needs a break.
I get that.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever watched when he does the boom mic Skef. It's almost like an alternate personality. It makes me wonder if he's like Moon Knight, but yeah, he definitely needs a break from time to time. He loves doing the channel, but I think he has issues he needs to work through from time to time. We all just got to have patience with it. And he's in my prayers because he's a really nice guy. But he does a lot of stuff on Whatnot too, so keep your eyes out for him there if you can. Okie dokie.
Yeah.
All right, we good, Greg?
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to say thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you, Bradimus, for filling up the chat with a lot of fun, laughter, interaction. Hopefully we'll see you here and other people as well. And, yeah, no, it really was a lot of fun having you here. Brad, also, make sure that you watch my new Comic Book Day videos on Wednesday because I give away independent comics every week.
Is Brad new to you guys, to your channel?
I am not familiar with the name. I don't know if he is a subscriber and just has never chimed in before,
Mhm.
but every new comic book day, I pick independent comics to give away. And if you're in the United States, which I know you are, I pay for shipping. I want to get people to understand there's other great stories other than Marvel and DC. So we're going to wrap this up. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Until we see you again, mahalo.
Mahalo.